Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we are going to talk a little bit about Fox and their opinion of President Biden and what they put out on that little tagline below the footage. It has caught a lot of people's attention. There is certainly a whole bunch that can be said about what was written there. But realistically, there's only two things that really should be addressed. The first is the obvious, normal rebuttal of this type of rhetoric. The second is a little bit more important, and it applies to a much smaller group of people, but has much further reaching effects. Okay, so if you have no idea what I'm talking about, Fox News ran a little tagline referring to President Biden as a wannabe dictator. Okay, sure, whatever. That's fine. They're allowed to have that opinion. I get it. I would point out that he is not the person who attempted a self-coup. He didn't do that. He didn't lose by millions of votes and then tried to subvert the will of the people and just basically stay in power because he wanted to and felt entitled to that because nobody's ever told him no in his entire life. That wasn't Biden. It also wasn't Biden that just recently promised that if he was reelected, the very first thing he would do, a day one achievement, would be to issue an executive order stripping people of their citizenship. Something that was outlined in the Constitution. He's not the person who believes that he can dictate changes to the Constitution. That's the other guy. That's Trump. He said that he was going to alter the way citizenship was granted in defiance of the Constitution, day one, if reelected. Okay, so you have that. That's the normal stuff. Fox is being Fox, being inflammatory, being absurd, honestly, and misleading their viewers. No big change there. But here's something else. Fox is still on, still has access to a whole lot of military installations. A whole bunch. Here's my question for every post commander out there, for every commander over one of those facilities. Let's say you have a veteran, and that veteran uses their ID card to gain access, and they go to the PX, and they stand there, and they hand out flyers that undermine the chain of command. What happens? Where does that person do their shopping in the future? Not on post, right? There has been a push to get Fox removed from military installations. The situation is reaching a point where failure to act in that regard, because a whole lot of things are at commander's discretion, does a whole lot of lifting in the regulations. This is going to be one of those things that years from now, it's going to be viewed as you should have known better. When you're going for your next star, it's going to matter. They're going to correctly identify this as a morale issue. They're going to correctly identify this as an attempt to undermine the chain of command. And if a high-ranking officer was aware of it and did nothing, it's going to look bad on them. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.